Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so we're in Whiterun, and we're standing just outside my house right there. We've just rested, dropped off all of our stuff, and we were heading for, if I remember right, we were heading for the Companions Hall, Vasker, to turn in our quests, or the quest that we did. Which quest was that? Let's get out our journal. Trouble in Skyrim. So let's head over. Excuse me, guard dude. You be in the way, man. Alright, trouble in Skyrim. Done. Okay, looks like he's downstairs. Alright, let's go head over. No problem. Okay, Farkas.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
I've taken care of the problem.
I've already received word that the client is satisfied. You have done well for yourself, and for the companions.
Well, thanks. Hey, look at that, 100 gold. Trouble in Skyrim completed. Oh gosh, I haven't done this.
But the companions welcome anyone with the heart of a warrior. When we step into battle, we fight for our own name, and the name of the companions.
Alright, let's get his life story.
Hildis and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us.
Okay, cool. Where do you stand on the war?
Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
Sure. Okay, what else you got?
We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
Oh, sure.
Try not to get carried away.
Hired muscle. I feel like we already did hired muscle. Alright, sorry, we're going to mod configuration. Sky complete. And companions. And we just did trouble in Skyrim. Yeah, Radiant Quest has restarted. Radiant Quest will do that. They don't necessarily they're not necessarily unique, so alright. Whoops, sorry. Wrong button. Where's Skjor? Hey Ayla. How you doing?
So you're pretty good at using a weapon with both hands. Then again, I heard you only like handling big weapons.
I know what you're talking about. Takata. Okay, anyway. I don't see Skjor anywhere. Where's everybody? Hey, Vignar.
Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend.
All right.
We've got an old saying. The Greymanes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Well, maybe that's not entirely true. But our clan's got a long and proud history in this hold. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways. And the Greymane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father.
Sure, sure. Your clans used to be friends?
Aye. We used to be fast friends. Though it was long ago. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans. And we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backward Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then.
I see. What about your friends, the Battleborns?
They're an old clan like ours. But they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition.
Alright, I guess we'll...
My advice, don't overthink it. Fight well and the rest takes care of itself.
Alright, give me your life story.
At my age, you don't remember why you did much of anything. Only that it happened.
Well, that was pretty short. Alright, thanks. I think I'm done talking to you.
Talking anyway.
Well, I was done talking to you, so that works out well. Brill.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Who are you? I don't know
I'm
really.
not a companion myself. I just helped Vignar. He took me in when I was having a tough time and... well, I owe him. And we've
Dragon?
done as much as we can to prepare for that. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes here will get more than he's bargained for. I think.
Okay. I don't know you.
Farewell, my lady.
Sure, sure. Okay, great. We're out of here. Let's head out into Whiterun. What time is it? Looks like 10 in the morning. That's good. That works. Okay, let's see. We've got hired muscle. Let's go ahead and track that quest so we can see what's her name is. And I'm supposed to not kill her, so let's take off that. Let's also take off that. There we go. Alright. We gotta go intimidate somebody, wherever she is. I think it was... I don't remember what her name was. Apparently she's this way. Ah, the blacksmith. Yes. Alright, you.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Need any help?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Sure, after I beat the tar out of you.
You can't scare me into submission. Let's go.
Let's go!
Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
You done? Sit down.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square.
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
You know what you have to do.
Fine, I'll
Okay. Good. Just as long as you understand. Oh, hey. Don't go through to...
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna pull up Sky Complete real quick. Let's check out what we got to do in this city. We are in Whiterun. Oh, she actually has a quest to start. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess she won't give me her quest yet. Hey.
I help my father in more ways than people realize.
What do you got for sale?
Finest weapons and armor.
Sure. Tell you what. You want some hide boots? I don't need to be carting around hide boots. Or this shield. Okay, I think we're good. Do you have any lockpicks? I'll buy lockpicks if you have lockpicks. I think that's good.
Thanks for the business.
No problems. Let's see here. Let's use the forge. We should be working on our smithing. I'm supposed to do what now? She said something about holy crap, this is a lot different than I'm used to. She said something about making a dagger. Yes.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Alright. Look, I made the dagger.
All the counsel my father provides the Jarl is his alone? Huh. Let's just say I advise the advisor and leave it at that.
Look, I made a dagger. Look,
Not
look.
bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Sure, okay.
Until next time.
Hey, Toccata, that's my machine. Get off of there. I'll be using the grindstone. Okay, the iron dagger. Craft. Yes. Okay. Temper an iron dagger. Alright, done.
Got some good...
I sharpened
Looks
it.
good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Until next time.
Alright, we'll tan some leather. I need leather. Yes, please. Okay, I did
Need
it.
something?
Here's that leather. There you go.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting. That kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. All right, then.
Alright, hide helmet.
Are you a gallant?
Yes.
Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
Need something?
Here's the hide helmet.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time.
Yo, Sophia, I need to use the workbench. Get off.
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Yes. Okay,
I
done.
help my father in more ways than people realize. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Okay, sure. So we just did a whole mess of quests. Unfortunately, I have no idea where they show up. I didn't see them in Winterhold. Sorry, not Winterhold. Whiterun. We're in Whiterun. So where else would they might they be? Miscellaneous, maybe? Could be. Let's look under. Yeah, no. I don't know where they would be. Chopwood, delivery, hide and seek. Tag, wizard duel. Yeah. Who knows? Okay, town quests. This is gonna be yeah, okay. Checking out these guys. We've done none of these. Oh, the paper mirror. I don't know this quest. Anyway, okay. Looks good to me. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's head back over to the companions again. Alright, let's head into Jorvaskr. Where's the dude? Yo, Farkas, where are you at? Are you outside? Oh, everybody's out here training and stuff. Alright.
Sior says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
I've taken care of it.
You seem to have a knack for this kind of thing. I'll make sure people in charge know.
Alright, extra 100 gold. Alright, what else?
Trouble in Falkreath. There's always some kind of trouble down there. But now it's come to a head.
What kind of trouble?
Rogue wizards. I've never trusted magic types. The college is bad enough. Destroy them.
Done.
You could be counted on. Do what must be done.
Alright. I'll take care of it. Trouble in Skyrim. Ayla. I think I've talked to Rhea. Torvar. Oh, come on, frame rate. What are we doing? 1 frame per second is not acceptable. Vilcus. Torvar. Aethys.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Why are you and Aethys fighting? Okay, you're very quiet. Alright, what does it mean?
You've been accepting this so quickly. Don't think I'm gonna help you rise any faster. Fight well, don't be a lout, and you'll be fine. You don't need my help.
Why'd you join the
You
companions?
don't have to answer stupid questions from idiots.
Okay. Go away. What about you, Arthas?
I never thought they would actually let me join the companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days.
Why were you guys fighting earlier? It's starting to rain. Why did you join the companions?
Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory.
And what does it mean?
Signing on for the Nord ideas of how to live your life. Honor, battle, glory, all that. Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord. Skjor said when I joined. I'll think you it as a compliment. To me, it means not having to answer foolish questions a second time.
Okay. Alright, I'm done talking to you. Whoa, careful there, dude. Where is Skjor? Hey, Rhea.
I was the newest companion until you came along. Guess that's okay. Means I can show you the ropes.
Any advice? Sure. What does it mean to be a companion?
This group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgrimmor's day to our own. To be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see someone, I'll have that much.
Oh boy.
Kidding? I've wanted to be with him since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the Whiterun? Skjor said it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides.
Okay.
Good day.
Is that you? There you are, Skjor.
You need to prove yourself, Will.
Oh man, come on. What does it mean to be a
One of our
companion?
ranks asks us questions. I've started seeing the companions as a kind of family. I've battled next to every man and woman here, and the bonds of sweat are strong. I would trust anyone here with my life, which is more than I'd say for the milk.
Okay, I'm looking for work.
Aren't you already running a job for Farkas? I'll talk to you when you finish that.
Alright, fine. Hey, Ayla.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
What does it mean?
Resting your haunches in Whiterun more than I'd care to, for one. When it's time to draw blood, there's no one in Skyrim I'd rather have on my back. It means waking up every day knowing that you could die, and having to earn your life clawing for every breath. I don't know how those cozy lords manage to drag themselves out of bed every day. Why bother if you're not living?
Where do you stand on the war?
Kodlak says not to worry about it. I worry that a bunch of snowberries are out there earning glory while we stay out of it. But I will follow the old man's lead, as ever.
Are you not allowed to participate in the war? Each of us make our own decisions. Okay. Good. I think we've talked with most of the companions at this point. Boy, that storm is getting loud. I'm gonna run up to Skyforge real quick and just see what's up here. I don't know that I really actually looked at everything here. Maybe I did. I don't know. There's a book out here, which I can't seem to get. Let's read this. Sure, now I gotta read it. Alright, I'll have that. Sophia's gonna use the grindstone. That's great. Alright, I mean, you know, sure. I'm getting rained upon. What's up with that? Everybody's gone inside. That's hilarious. Well, I feel like we're pretty much done with Whiterun for now. The only problem is I'm not really sure at this point what we ought to go do. We got that quest over there. Let's see, let's pull up my journal. Trouble in Skyrim. Desperate times. The Lost Book of Legends. In the mountains west of Windhelm, okay. Alright, you know. There's all kinds of quests we could do. Alright. That's enough quest tracking for right now. Let's see, let's get a local map. Do we have anything inside of here? No. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a quest in Solitude. There's a quest in Dawnstar. There's the Forsaken Cave. Trader's Post. The Which quest is this? Retrieve the white file. Okay. I wouldn't mind making our way up to Solitude. I'm just not sure about how we're going to manage that with the weather and all. I guess we could start wandering that way. The question is, what's the easiest way to get there? I mean, we could go... Well, look, this road kind of disappears, doesn't it? I mean, you could pick it back up again if you get right in here. But even so, I mean, I'm not sure it's really going the way I want. What we really want to do is head up this road. And that would take us more or less to Solitude. So we got to run, we got to make our way towards the Dragon Mound. And then take that northern branch. Alright. Let's maybe do that. Let's see, where are we? Of course, it's raining like crazy. Okay, dudes. Calm yourself. Jeez. Look, it's raining underneath the, it's underneath this little overhang. Maybe it's dripping off the roof. Okay. Let's head that way. What time is it? It's 12:30. We may have to camp along the way. Or find shelter at some point. Because I doubt we're going to make it all the way there in one afternoon. I'm sure there'll be a city or dungeon or something along the way that we can go check out. Jeez. Okay, lightning, storm, stop it. Okay. Uh-oh. What is that? Oh. That's the mud crab that I killed. Yeah. Alright. So... Yes. I mean, we'll just do our usual thing. We'll go this way. I'm sure there'll be stuff that we can look at as we head towards the next city. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do in Solitude. Uh-oh. I'm already... Hey... Get out my weaponry, please. Whoop. Come on. I mean, you know, it's a long way away, and it's probably a little above my abilities at this point. I mean, maybe. But the thing of it is, that's where the museum is, and I really kind of would like to at least get that going. if we can. Now, I don't know that we actually can. We may have to, you know... Jeez, this thunderstorm, for crying out loud. We may not make it there. It's very possible. We may have to turn back because of the cold weather. But that's kind of another reason. I'd like to build up my my survival skills a little bit too. Get some cold weather survival going. Who are you? Hey, courier dude.
Deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Sure, sure. Uh-oh, I need food. Alright, what do we got in the way of food? Skeever meat. Plenty of these steaks. There, that ought to do it. Sure. I have contracted stomach rot? What the hell? Stomach rot. That's not good. From eating what? Maybe some bad meat? Oh. What kind of crap is that? Let's see, how do I check my active effects? Stomach rot. Wet. Okay, yeah. Ah, great. Okay. Fine. We'll get that fixed later on. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Or if it's just permanent. That's what I get for eating bad meat. Where are we at? The Barley Dark Farm. Alright. Let's continue on. Who are you? You look like another courier guy, type of guy.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
Sure, sure. As you say, dude, as you say. Okay. Looks like we're about to leave Whiterun hold. Look, a green butterfly. And moving into whatever hold this is. Ah, we're coming up on the dragon mound. There's a dead spider. That's right, Mr. Dead Spider. I messed you up, didn't I? Didn't I, punk? That's what you get for messing with me. Okie dokie. So there's the dragon mound just up there, I think. So that should mean that Solitude. Bad dog. Yeah, yeah. Get him.
Don't let my looks fool you. Looks can be deceiving. Maybe that means you actually have a brain.
Where'd he go? He went flying off that way. Did you see him fly off that way? Dude. What the hell? Where did you go? Oh, that was so bizarre. Hey, dead wolf. Oh yeah, I don't need any of that. Okay, let's check the sign. While Solitude is still that way. So we'll continue this way. Alright, here we go. Oh, looks like we're coming up with another banner again. Let's see, where are we heading into? Whiterun. Did I turn myself around? How did my... Huh. Okay, I guess we're running back into Whiterun again. That's a little strange, but alright. Leaving Falkreath. Somebody on a horse. Hey, dude on a horse. Who are you? Hey, 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 speak to me.
Those fools are actually fighting.
What fools are fighting?
Yes?
Okie dokie, sure, sure. Whoa! Somebody's beating the tar out of each other. Oh, like a whole legion of guys.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
Dude, did you just slaughter a whole bunch of people? Stormcloaks. Imperial soldiers. Man. Just a massacre. Take your torch. Stormcloak leader dead. Supposedly this is better than mine. Warmth of 120. Oh, sorry for making you all naked there, dude.
Someone do something.
I am doing something. I'm looting the bodies. So be quiet. What am I currently wearing? 39, 125, 39, 120. Well, that doesn't seem better. 17, 650, 17. This has got a better coverage. It's slightly less warm, but it covers more. Sure, why not? Sure. We seem to be heading west. Oh yeah, that's the way we want to go. Alright, it's all good. Let's keep going west. It's a moose. Hi, moose. I'm gonna have to get this stomach rot cured. Wonder if I can get a cure disease potion. Or make one. I don't know how to cure diseases in this game. Oh, look, it's another one. This time.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
The hell is that? You hear that noise? They killed this Imperial captain. Right. Well, I mean, you know. So far, this isn't too bad. Just making our way north. Well, at some point... Okay, there's kinds of, like, all kinds of dead stuff all along the road. I'll take your tooth, though. And your eye. Those are ingredients. Hello.
I am waiting for a good death.
Oh gosh, a good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Why do you wish to die?
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Okay, well, I'd love to help this guy out, but he's way too powerful for me, so that's gonna have to wait till later. Maybe next time, dude. Maybe next time. Who are you?
No offense, but you're not looking so good. Are you feeling ill?
What is it that you need?
I want to be an adventurer like you. My father says I can't. He says he needs me to stay here and work the farm. And even if he did let me be an adventurer, we couldn't afford to buy armor. His name is Mralki, and he's the innkeeper here. I hope you could change his mind.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I can't stand the thought of being trapped in this village for the rest of my days.
Are we near Rorikstead? Where are you going? That's so weird. I don't think we're anywhere near Rorikstead. I think Rorikstead is like over here somewhere. Might be at the end of this road. But he's nowhere near Rorikstead. I mean, Rorikstead might be a good place for us to stop in. Assuming that it's up here. Maybe there'll be a sign. Or maybe this is it right here. Yeah, I'm guessing this must be Rorikstead. Yep. 'Tis indeed. Frost fruit in. There's a bedroll lying on the ground. Who are you?
If you're thinking of setting up to farm, you picked the right place.
Your farms are thriving.
Secret? What makes you think there's a secret? There are no secrets here, my curious friend. Our prosperity is simply the result of hard work, good fortune, and the blessings of the gods.
How did you come to dwell in?
Met Rorik? He owns these lands, and it's from him that our village gets its name. We've been friends for many years now. Rorik fought for the Empire in the Great War. He was gravely wounded, and so was brought before me. I was a healer then, you see. We were as close as kinsmen, and when Rorik returned home, I came with him. I'm happy to spend my twilight years here with my good friend.
Sure. How will you protect yourself against the dragons?
We're a community of farmers, not fighting men. If not for the war, we might have enough guards in the hold to protect the settlements. That the dragons should return now is most unfortunate.
Sure.
Take care now.
Thanks.
I
Hello.
wish I could be an adventurer like you and go wherever I want.
Yes. Sure. What is this? Rorikstead Manor. Well, you're a guard. What have we got here? Lumkel's farmhouse. What is this? Lumkel's farm. Hey, Agdol.
If I save me enough gold, I'm gonna buy my own farm someday.
How's life on the farm?
Can't complain. Just glad I can earn an honest living. I used to be a bandit, after all.
You were a bandit.
It's weird, I know. Never thought I'd be anything but a lowlife. Used to spend all day lying around, thinking about all the fat nobles I'd loot.
So?
One day this crazy Imperial walks right into the fort, talking some nonsense about how he's gonna turn us all into milk drinkers. We all had a good laugh and threw him in the dungeon.
Yeah, I met that guy. Why not just kill him?
Just thought he might be worth ransoming, or just serve as entertainment, because the laughs didn't stop when he was gone. See, he had a sack full of books, instructions on how to farm crops, sell loot, stuff like that. We started calling him the Archmage of Snowberries. We set up a fake library, and every night we'd have someone read a chapter to the men. It was a real hoot. But funny thing is, I wasn't really laughing. I was listening. Some of the stuff in there was garbage, but a lot of it was real useful, especially this. I used to think I couldn't live off a farmer's wage. Now I realize I just didn't know how.
I totally met this guy. Did you save a copy of the book?
It'd be no use. I can't read. I had to trick one of the other bandits into reading the rest for me. He thought I wanted a good laugh. Probably helped that he was half drunk.
Did you ever visit him in the dungeons?
The Archmage? No. I didn't want the other bandits to know my secret. One night, though, I did slip him a bottle of poison. Figured he was a dead man anyway. Might as well let him go out on his own terms.
I actually saved that man. His name was Cassius.
Glad to hear it. Seems the gods owed him a favor, seeing as he saved my life.
What were some of the tips that you learned?
Well, for starters, just some basic stuff about the price of food, what to sell and what to eat, and how fast everything spoils. You learn about which farms need the most help during what season and cheap places to sleep. Stuff like that. Things no one ever told me.
Well, cool.
Alright then.
That was actually kind of neat. I wish I could find Cassius and tell him he actually did save one of the guys. Alright, what else do we got over here? There's another thing right here. Looks like another farm. Yep. Cowflop farm. Here. Who are you?
Did you see those guards? Get out of line and you'll have them to deal with.
Your farm is doing well?
Detect a bit of jealousy in your tone? I would hardly blame you. What calling could be more noble than this? I see in your eyes that you think I jest. I assure you I don't. I am proud, and rightfully so, of the work we do here. Working the soil with your hands, seeing your seeds take root and grow, tending a herd. There is a joy in honest labor you won't find elsewhere.
Where do you sell your surplus crops?
In Whiterun, mostly. Ennis handles the business arrangements, but I know that he has a few purchasers who give us a fair price. Ennis prides himself on his shrewd business schemes. For my part, I'm far happier working with cattle and crops than with people.
Sure.
Until next time.
Yeah. See you later. Alright, how about you? You want to talk in this?
If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might know me.
Sure, I just came from Whiterun. Alright, have we explored this area pretty well? Chickens. Chickens. Yeah, I'd say so. We pull a map, I mean, you know, sure. Rorikstead. We made it to Rorikstead. Okay, where's the inn? That must be it over there. Moo! Somebody's mooing.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both.
Hey, I'd like to talk to you about your son.
My son? Eric? What about him? Did something happen? Is he alright?
You should let your son choose the life he wants.
The world is a dangerous place. Eric has no idea what he's getting himself into. What's more, he's got no armor. I'll have to save up the money for it.
Here, use this to buy some armor.
You would give your own coin to help my son? I'm moved by your compassion. Your kind deed will not go unrewarded, my friend. Tell Eric I've changed my mind and will visit Whiterun soon to fit him for armor.
Okay, sure. Although, you know, there's a whole bunch of dead Stormcloaks on the road back there. You can get some armor for free. I'm just saying. You know, you don't have to buy the stuff. I never buy it. Alright, let's head into the inn. Okie dokie then. Let's see, how much money do I have? Not much. It's a Veggie.
Listen to me, stranger, and listen well. The Khajiit caravans are not to be trusted.
When a customer can't afford
Sanyon says betrayers shave their rear ends to resemble the Nord ones they are fond of licking. But Zajira, she is loyal to the Talmor. Her rear end is not shaved.
Okay. I'll have to inspect it to be sure.
Zajira need not prove her loyalty. She has informed Sanyon many times of where to find Talos worshippers in exchange for fine skooma.
Ah. Who is Senjin?
He is a Talmor agent and Zajira's friend. She sends him letters by courier. It has the list of names and locations of potential Talos worshippers. Sanyon then kills the infidels and makes a tableau. That is a fancy elf word for a murder party. This gets the attention of the Stormcloaks, who then redouble their efforts against the Empire. The saviors get stronger, and Zajira gets her skooma. Everybody wins.
So you're a druggie. To use the same couriers as...
No, they cannot transport the skooma to Zajira. It is not allowed. For this, there are peddlers in Sanyon's employ. You may see them on the road from time to time. They smell of hay and skeevers.
Okie dokie. The Thalmor and the Stormcloaks are working together.
Zajira thinks your theory is crazier than a barrel full of orcs. Now she is convinced your skooma is better than Sanyon's. You must bring more. Zajira will do whatever you please.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
So you're a Thalmor informant.
Zajira does good work too. The bodies west of Riverwood, that was her doing. People come to pray to the false god. Zajira sometimes warns them that Talos is but a man. Yet still they pray. Zajira has no choice but to tell the saviors of their blasphemy. She thinks it would be best if they die. Then they can meet Talos in the next world, where he is just another man scratching himself and smelling his fingers.
Okie dokie.
Yes, Zajira finds Talos worshippers and reports them to Sanyon. Right now, she is shadowing the one called Sonia. She is waiting for her to leave the inn and contact her fellow Talos worshippers. Zajira has waited a very long time.
Okie dokie then. So you're shadowing Sonia,
Remember what I said about the caravan?
who's sitting right next to you.
Oh, you frightened me, traveler. You shouldn't just greet someone unexpectedly.
You seem spooked.
My brethren used to tell me, but I feel it's warranted. I don't care if Ulfric himself bent his knee and asked me to join the cause. I'm staying inside where it's safe and warm.
So you're a Stormcloak.
Was a Stormcloak. Now I'm just an ordinary shut-in. Never going to leave this inn, as long as Meralki is willing to have me. Maybe I can marry his son, and then they'll let me stay here forever.
You fancy Eric?
He's nice enough. Got good hair, good teeth, and the inn will be his when Meralki's gone. So I wouldn't have to pay for a better room.
Why are you afraid of leaving?
It's been with me since I was a young child. It's the only explanation for what happened at Helgen.
You were at Helgen when the dragon attacked?
No, this was before. I just sworn the oath. But, as one of the less talented sisters, I was tasked mostly with retrieving supplies from the city. It happened on a Morndas. I was traveling on the road west to Helgen, when pearls of snow began to pelt my brow. I no sooner blinked when the snowstorm came thundering from above. Except, there was a piece of black crouched further down the road. A woman wearing a hooded robe, holding a small child.
You tried to help her.
Indeed. I swore an oath to Ulfric Stormcloak, my brothers and sisters, but my oath to the gods came before this menial task. I called out to her. I was relieved when she stood up, but the relief was short-lived. She scurried off into the forest. It was no place for a child. The sun was dimming, and in the winter, the night is as fast as it is long. The air was cold, but not the kind of cold that pimples your skin. No, this cold was raw enough that you could feel it pass through your teeth, even when your mouth was closed. As I said, no place for a child. So I hurried after her. Best I could tell, she was headed towards Orphan Rock, the one place every Nord child in Helgen fears.
And what's so special about Orphan Rock?
Tales parents tell their children to get them to eat their greens or pray to the divines. One of them is the story of the Haggraven of Orphan Rock. They used to say if you didn't pray to the Nine, Arkay would send the old hag to kidnap you in your sleep. The witches of Orphan Rock are said to be the grown-up versions of all the children who forgot their supper-time prayers. As a young woman grown, I've long since outlived such juvenile tales, but my hand couldn't help but reach for my weapon.
Okay.
Darkness set in. I bit my lip, trying to keep my focus on the woman and the child. I followed their tracks through the narrow passageway formed by the rock, but when I came out on the other side, the trail had vanished. I found myself standing in a plot of followed dirt, empty save a rock marker. I called out again to the woman, but there came no answer. Then I called out once more, and then came a reply. It was a knock, like knuckles rapping against a door, and with each knock, the noise grew louder. No, not louder, closer. I swiveled around, and in my panic I dropped my mace. It wasn't until I'd reached for it that I saw it.
Oh my god, blah 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 blah. Saw what?
Snow jumping off the dirt, as if the knocking wasn't coming from behind me, but beneath. Higher and higher, until it was right under my feet. And that's when the clouds shifted, and the moonlight lit the marker in front of me. It wasn't a rock marker, It was a grave marker.
What did you do?
I did what any sane Nord would have done. I ran. When I got back to the camp, the quartermaster demanded to know where I'd been and what had happened to the supplies. In truth, no explanation would suffice. It's just as well, because even I can't explain what was under my feet that night. Me too. It's such a haunting story. I think I soil myself every time I tell it.
Okay, you'll have to leave this in eventually.
I'll starve to death first. I am a daughter of Skyrim. I don't fear death. I fear fear. And spiders. But everyone's afraid of crawlies.
Get it off of me!
Wait, I don't feel anything. That's a mean trick.
What could possibly happen?
Oh, lots of things. Although they usually happen at night. And when I'm alone. But I can't take that chance of them happening when others are around. I'd go out and help Redlith pick out cabbage heads. Only they wouldn't be cabbage heads. They'd be the heads of little children. Then maybe Ragnar will ride by, still making the journey to Whiterun as the Headless Phantom. Or maybe I'd visit Rorik's manor, and that bear he has mounted on his wall will come alive and reach down and bite him, right while he's cooking. Even here there are times I feel like my presence is a danger. Sometimes when I look up at the animals mounted above Noraki, I see the eyes move. As if someone were looking at me from behind them.
What brought this curse on?
It's always been a part of me. You see, my mother told me that I nearly died in childbirth. As a result, part of my soul was close to the void, and the wandering dead were drawn to me in their confusion. Yet, she told me not to worry. As long as my heart was full of life, it would fill that empty part of my soul and ward off the dead. Her advice was unnecessary, as a child's spirit is as stout as Shore's bones. It wasn't until I was a girl of 12, my heart broken by a boy I loved, that at first I yearned for death.
Oh, God, bloody hell.
Yes, I thought he loved me, but I was nothing but a toy for his amusement. It cut deeper than any sword, and hurt me more than any loss I could ever experience as a woman grown. Funny as it is to say, there is nothing more emotionally wrenching than a young girl experiencing her first heartbreak. I wanted to die more than anything, and our case saw fit to grant my wish.
Oh, yeah. Please stop talking.
Indeed. That night, as I lay in my bed, the air was so cold, and even in the middle of the sun's height, I huddled under the covers, trying to stave off the cold. I had reached a point where I felt I could sleep, when I heard it. The breathing.
Oh my God.
No matter how much I shrunk into my covers, I couldn't avoid that foul hiss, but I dared not look. Then came the sound of footsteps walking to my door. I was about to go into shock when I heard my mother's voice. I leapt out of bed and ran to the door, flinging it open, and there she was. My mother, holding a candle, and standing over her shoulder was a wraith.
How did you kill the wraith?
I did what my mother always told me to do. I wanted to live, then more than any other time, as 2 lives were on the line. And it worked, until I became a Stormcloak. I think all that talk of dying and going to Sovngarde brought it all back.
Okay, are we done with you?
Until next time.
No, next time. I'm not talking to you anymore. You're just blah, 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 blah. Okay. What's with the Yarborough? Alright guys. Well, before we do that, let's actually eat something, because she's talked for so long that I'm now completely thirsty. Alright, very good. Well, hey, I'm still hungry. Fine, eat again. How about some more snout? Alright, it'll do. Okay, guys, we're going to stop here because I'm sure we're getting long. I'll save the game. We made it to Rorikstead. There's a few quests to do in here, I think. So we'll stop here and we'll pick this back up in the next video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot.